Hello dear students, welcome back to physics online class. Today we shall discuss some neat questions related to hydrostatics. So in hydrostatics we know some basic aspect related to fluid mechanics. So in case of that fluid mechanics we can bifurcate into hydrostatics as well as hydrodynamics. So related to hydrostatics we know that theoretical aspect. Let us solve some numericals related to hydrostatics here, right? So I will read out the question here. Two thigh bones of each cross sectional area 10 centimeter square. So thigh bones means, so leg bone you can consider. So each bone having that cross sectional area 10 centimeter square. Let me write that given thing, 10 centimeter square. I have to convert in terms of SI system. Centimeter means 10 to the power of -2. Centimeter square means 10 to the power of -4. Bases are same, powers are added up. 10 to the power of -3 meter square here. Support the upper part of human body of mass 40 kg. What is the mass here? Mass they mention as 40 kg, right? The average pressure situated by the bone we can find out here. So pressure value, we know the generalized formula, pressure which is equal to force per unit area, right? So force, shall I take it as m into g? Here area A I can consider. Here we can consider that each leg having that cross sectional area 10 to the power of -3. Here we can consider that two legs into 2. Pressure we can consider as mass means 40 kg, g value 9.8 or 10 I can consider. 2 into area of cross section is 10 to the power of -3. So pressure which is equal to 20 into 10 to the power of 1. Here if it is goes to numerator plus 3. 20 into 10 to the power of 4 Pascal, or I can write that 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. So this is the answer. So second question. The density of atmosphere at sea level is 1.29 kg per meter square. Density, so look at here, density of the atmosphere 1.29 kg per meter square. Density of the atmosphere they given. Assume that it does not change with the altitude, then how high would be the atmosphere extended? So I have to find out that up to what extent that atmosphere is present, right? So we are having generalized formula, pressure P which is equal to rho g into h, where rho stands for density, g means acceleration due to gravity, and h value. So I have to find out that value of h here. So look at here, h which is equal to P divided by rho into g, where P means atmospheric pressure. So we have that value 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 atmospheric pressure value. So this is a known thing, and rho value they mention 1.29 into g value is 10. So h value 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 divided by 12.9 we can consider. After making simplification you may get 0.078 into 10 to the power of 5 term is there. So h which is equal to 7.8 into 10 to the power of 3 meter, right? Or 7.8 kilometer I shall find out, means I shall consider here, or 7.8 which is nearly equal to 8 kilometer. Up to what height that atmosphere is present? Atmosphere is present up to a height of 8 kilometer. Okay, so next third one. If a vessel containing a fluid of density rho up to a height h accelerated in a vertically downward direction with an acceleration of a0. So look at here, we are having that formula a0, then pressure by the fluid at the bottom of the vessel is, so we are having generalized formula P which is equal to P0 plus rho g into h, right? So if the body is accelerating in a downward direction, means P which is equal to P0 plus of rho into h, I can consider that g minus of a0 when the body is accelerating in a downward direction. So this is the answer. if suppose if the body is accelerating in a upward direction, means P is equal to P naught plus of rho into H G plus of A we can consider. So remember this formula, these two formula. So in that given question they mention that the body is accelerating in a downward direction, means I shall take that G minus of A naught, acceleration of the body they mention as A naught, right? So we'll look at that fourth question here. In that fourth question, let me read out the question here. Density rho of water of bulk modulus B at a depth y. So density of the water is rho and its bulk modulus value is B they given, and it is at a depth y in the ocean is related to the density at the surface rho naught by the relation. They mention that density of the water is rho, then density of the water at the surface level is rho naught, and they mention that bulk modulus is B and height of the ocean is y they consider. So from that bulk modulus concept we are having generalized formula B, which is equal to minus of V into delta of P divided by delta of V. So from that mechanical properties of solid we are having this formula. Directly I will use that formula. Now I will modify this formula. Shall I take that delta of V, which is equal to, I shall consider this one as initial volume V naught, right? Delta of P divided by B I will take it here, right? Delta of V, shall I take it as V minus of V naught here, minus of V naught into delta of P divided by B, right? V, which is equal to minus V naught, means here plus V naught, V naught minus of V naught into delta of P divided by B. Shall I take out that V naught as a common here, 1 minus of delta of P divided by B we can consider. So they ask in terms of density. So we know that volume and density are inversely proportional. If I get that volume, means I can write it in the form of density 1 by rho, which is equal to 1 by rho naught, then 1 minus of delta of P divided by B we can consider. So whole to the power of minus 1, right? So I can consider rho, which is equal to rho naught 1 minus of delta of B divided by B whole to the power of minus 1. From that binomial expansion, rho, which is equal to rho naught, here that minus 1, if it comes minus of 1 minus, so that is minus into minus plus here, plus of delta of P divided by B we can consider, or finally rho, which is equal to rho naught 1 plus of delta of P, means that is nothing but pressure, which is equal to rho into G. H means here they mention Y divided by B. This is the connecting formula. So in that option, I think option 2. So P is equal to P naught, rho is equal to rho naught 1 plus of rho naught G into Y divided by B. This is the required answer for fourth question. Okay, so we'll go for next question. So figure shows U tube of uniform cross sectional area A. So they mention one tube here, it is having that U shape. Let me draw on the diagram, right? U shaped tube is there. Here they filled with the liquid, and this height let it be H2 and this height is H1, and the distance between these two vertical tube will be capital D, and they mention that U tube of uniform cross sectional area A, capital A, accelerated with an acceleration A. So area of cross section is capital A and acceleration is represented by the symbol small a here. If D is the separation between the limbs, then the difference in the level of the liquid in U tube is, so difference in the level of the liquid, H value I need to find out here. So right, for example, force which is equal to pressure into area. pressure at the first limb and pressure at the second limb into area. F is equal to P into A, right? So F, which is equal to M into A, P1 minus of P2 into A, right? So mass means volume into density into acceleration. Pressure P is equal to rho G H1 minus of H2 into A, right? So look at here, volume into density into acceleration, rho into G, H1 minus of H2, I can take it as H here, and here A, area. Volume shall I take it as area into length. Length means distance between two limb. Rho into A, small a represents that acceleration, rho into G into H into A. Here A term will get cancelled out and rho term is getting cancelled out here. Then D into A, which is equal to G into H, right? Where H, which is equal to D into A divided by G. So this is the required answer. Next, we'll solve that sixth question here. Area of cross section of the two arms of hydraulic press are 1 centimeter square and 10 centimeter square. So look at here, they given again U-shaped tube here. In that U-shaped tube, each having that cross sectional area 1 centimeter square. Here this area is 10 centimeter square, different cross sectional area according to that Pascal law, right? Here that 5 newtons of force is acting. Then I want to find out that what about the pressure here. So a force of 5 Newton is applied on the water in the thinner arm. What force should be applied on the water in the thicker arm so that water may remain equilibrium? So in order to attain that equilibrium position, so what should be the force at this point we can consider. In equilibrium position means pressure will be same. Pressure P1, which is equal to P2. Pressure is equal to force per unit area, F1 by A1, which is equal to F2 by A2, right? F1 is how much? 5 Newton, right? A1 is 1 centimeter square. F2 yet to be find out, and A2 is 10 centimeter square. F2, which is equal to 50 Newton. So what's that pressure at the thin? Okay, so we'll solve that seventh question. Two solids A and B floats in water. So look at here, two solid materials are there. So those are A and B. So these two materials are float on the surface of water. If it is observed that A floats with half of its initial volume immersed. So how much volume is present inside here? So for object A, inside the volume for object A, which is equal to V by 2, right? And B floats with 2/3 of its volume immersed. So volume inside for object B, which is equal to 2/3 of the volume they given, right? Then ratio of their density is, so I want to find out the density of the body A as well as density of the body B in terms of ratio, right? So from buoyant force, F of B, which is equal to M into G, right? So force, which is equal to mass I can write it as volume into density of object A, which is equal to here this volume. So this mass I can consider as volume inside into density of the water into G, acceleration, which is equal to acceleration due to gravity. Then density of A, which is equal to volume inside into density of the water, right? Density of A, which is equal to how much volume is present inside here for object A, they mention as V by 2 into density of the water. Similarly for the body B, I can consider that for that body B, inside into density of the water, volume inside. For that body B, how much volume is immersed inside the liquid here? 2/3 of its volume they mention, density of the water, right? So I want to find out that ratio here. So for example, let it be this as equation 1, this one equation 2. Density of A divided by density of B. which is equal to, so density of A means V by 2 into density of water. Density of B means 2V by 3 into density of water. Density of water term getting cancelled out, V term will get cancelled out. Rho of A divided by rho of B. 3, 2 into 2, 4. So what's the density here? Density of body A and density of body B in terms of ratio is 3:4. Right. Then we'll go for next one. 8th question. Right. A block of solid, we'll read out here. A block of solid insoluble in water. An object is there, it is insoluble in water. Its weight is 24 gram in air. So W1, so weight of the body in air is 24 gram, and weight of this body in water, is 21 gram. So object is loses its weight if it is immersed in water, right? Then completely immersed in water, its weight then completely immersed in a liquid of specific gravity is 1.1. So look at here, if the body is in air, its weight is 24 gram. If the body is immersed in water, its weight is 21 gram. They asked to find out that the same body, if I am going to immerse in liquid other than water, what will be its weight? And they mention that relative density or specific gravity of the liquid is 1.1. So from that neat aspect, so already we derived this formula, relative density, which is equal to W1 minus of W3, loss in weight of the body in liquid divided by loss in weight of the body in water. I think you remember this formula. Relative density or specific gravity they mention as 1.1. W1 means 24, W3 yet to be find out, W1 minus W2, 24 minus of 21. So calculate this one, this is 3, so 1.1 into 3, 3.3, which is equal to 24 minus of W of 3, W of 3 which is equal to 24 minus of 3.3. So W of 3 which is equal to 20.7, I think, so 20.7 gram. So what is the weight of the body if it is immersed in liquid here? That is 20.7 gram.